But hey everyone, welcome back to Dialogue. You got Ebony here and
Miss Nina, how are you guys?
we're back. So, today we're going to do a movie review on Heart of Stone. So, I'm going to give the super cliff note version, okay?
The sipper, come on.
Heart of Stone, we have a secret agent. But not only that, she's a secret agent, man, because she's a double agent.
Double agent,
Double
love it.
agent. And if any good spy movie, she saves the world. That's the super condensed version for you.
I am so mad at you. Okay, so you have Gal Gadot, who is Stone, Heart of Stone. Get it? Got it. All right. So she is a double agent, but not the double agent that we think that she is, thinking that she's for the bad, but she's also a good guy, probably more of a super good guy than the MI6 team that she's infiltrated. So,
MI6 isn't the good guys? What?
I didn't say anything. I'm just saying, like, you guys may be better. Anyway, so she is infiltrating MI6 team and basically doing the cleanup mess, if you will. Isn't it kind of her thing? Like, yeah, we need to get the mission done, but I'm probably better. So my first kind of tidbit was that she was totally an agent. Like, she wasn't. It's Gal Gadot. She's an Amazon. You can't go from Wonder Woman, like the whole theater around her being stay in the van person in this character in this movie was like, okay, no,
Yeah.
she's not gonna stay there.
They
So
tried to restrict her greatness. I mean, Gal Gadot is going to be amazing in anything. She's proven that. And so they want her to be the safe agent, do all the back work, but then, a situation arises.
yes,
And they're like, you got to help. And she knocks it out the park.
I mean, betrayal does happen in action movies, and when you have a team, and if anime has taught us nothing else, that love and friendship will conquer all, but it doesn't. Okay, not when you see betrayal happen, and so I was very disappointed with Christian Grey. I'm sorry, that's not his name. Jamie Dornan.
He'll
Jamie
always
Dornan.
be Christian Grey to Nina, okay?
He will always be Christian Grey, and how unfortunate that his name is Jamie.
Jamie Dornan.
Jamie Dornan, not Christian. Okay, Jamie, unfortunately, is no Regé Jean Page. Okay, we saw a gray man, okay, and they tried to make Regé Jean a bad guy. They're trying to make Christian, I kept saying Christian. They tried to make Jamie,
Jamie,
a bad
Jamie.
guy, and I believe the bad guy in Jamie. Maybe because it was a Dom movie that he came from, but it was like I didn't like him, and I continue to not like him.
So I have a confession. I never watched 50 Shades of Grey, and so I know. So I know, Nina. Sorry to drop that bomb on you. But I thought he was great. I thought the acting was awesome.
Oh, the acting is always going to be superb.
Yes. But when you're going back to the betrayal, of course you have to have betrayal in an excellent spy movie.
Yes.
What I really liked is the trauma bonding that they kind of showed. That's what you call camaraderie when there's like betrayal and death and.
Yes, but listen, don't do that, okay, guys. What I really like is the onion layer of Heart of Stone. Okay, so some of the layers, right? So first of all, you have the charter team name. That's the people that own the heart. Okay.
So let's back up. Let's back up.
Okay.
Because, we have Agent Stone, who is part of MI6. And, right. But she's a double agent for this agency called
The Charter.
And the Charter is that secret groundwork that passes through the border.
It's the Illuminati.
But they're the good guys. Pretty much. And the tech was amazing.
I wrote that. I said this technology is so good. I totally believe it, and we're not that far now that AI is here. So I'm like, I thought it was very impressive for them. I mean, the heart that knows all, sees all is giving a little bit of Minority Report, a bit of like the type of technology.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought of too.
Yes, so it definitely gave remnants of technology that we've seen in other movies, but modernizing it a little bit further, I think.
AI does not know all.
They trying to give them all the answers, though. That's for sure. So Hart being the charter team name, her last name, her actual last name is Hart. Dangerous hacking system. Okay. her actually needing a heart of stone, because if she did, she wouldn't got the dropped on her. Okay.
Yeah, she wanted to. She blew her cover because she had a heart. I know. And you
And
know
I was
what? People
like,
still died.
look, people died that didn't need to die because she didn't have follow directions. I'm a big teacher's pet. Like, look, you say this is what I need to do, I need to do it. Boss said don't have no friends. No new friends, okay? That's what she said. She gave a direct order. It's not a conversation. And what she do?
Were you surprised though? Because I wasn't. Okay, because the whole premise of the charter was like, oh, all the individuals who didn't make it, didn't fit that mold. Actually, I kind of identified with that. Like, you
What?
do great, but you don't fit that mold.
Okay.
Like that do-gooder, but you still do good. You're kind of like that lone wolf doing the thing. And so when
Okay.
he said don't have friends, I was like, oh, she's gonna break that rule.
I mean, yeah, because it's like, what else are you gonna do? How else are you gonna ruin a perfectly good action movie? Not be obedient
That would have
to
been
your
boring.
commander.
It would have been boring.
I mean, the only person that we've now allowed it is Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. Okay, he never follows the rules, but he gets it done. Now, we don't know Hart to be like, are you a getter doner?
You know what? I'm glad you brought up Tom Cruise because there were some essence like of that. Didn't you? We had Gal Gadot jumping off a cliff. She was parachuting through the woods.
Yes.
Like there was some awesome.
It's only
there.
awesome if I get the tip that she did her own stunts. That's the only way that you can match with Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, because he does his own stunts.
I said essence.
Oh, essence. I'm ripping this. A scent, if you will. A scent of that. Okay. So her getting to my notes of why I was a little bit disappointed, why I was actually on the edge of my seat for a moment, because I was like, this movie is going to be triage and grade A garbage. If they ended up getting the heart, okay, so it's stolen. I'm like, I really thought y'all were going to come in the nick of time. Not only
I was surprised.
did you get booted out, and it was like, it's like your boss telling you, you're fired. I'll see you tomorrow, Bob. She still goes to try to save the world. So even when she did all of that to get there, then she still gets knocked out. She still gets bested, and you give up. Like, they're about to like take off. She gives up. And I think that was a plot error. I think that was a writer's error, production error, because I was like, it makes no sense for her not to keep running off of this hydrogen-filled balloon that they could easily blow up, and she saw him plant the bomb.
Do you see all the stuff she had to do before?
I mean, yeah, it's cardio. You fighting. You fighting. Yeah. This is what you do for a living. Like, girl, get up.
She had to take a breather.
I mean, take your breath, but be in safety, you know? So when she gave up, I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Gal Gadot? I don't even know. It's Gal Gadot now. It's not even Gal. Stone. Get yourself up. Oh, a bomb is about to go off. Now you want to take off running?
That's good motivation.
You're, right. That's what I said. I said, she just may die. I'm pretty sure after getting your friend's heads blown off in front of you, I'm pretty sure. But then there's no movie. So unless there's vengeance. So she finally gets up and jumps on it, but then she gets the girl. I hate her. I'm mad she didn't use her as a shield. This was the second time that she did not have the heart of stone that she needed. Okay, A, no new friends. She failed. B, boss said you fired and you came back. Okay, like, we need to move on. Heart of stone, like, repair yourself. Go find you. And then 3, with this whole, you're just a child. No, she grown enough to mess with stuff, so she gonna get this grown person butt whooping and be a shield for me as we land on the ground 50,000 feet in the air.
You know what, though? I'm really glad they had that character in that movie.
Who, Kaya?
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you why. Because even though bad things happen to you and, your life starts out like trash, that doesn't mean you can take a vengeance out on the world. What is that really going to get you? Like, really?
Yeah,
and then
her
as I was
motivation.
watching the movie, I was like, you know what? I wonder if this is what all these people that are, like, committing acts of violence, like, really do. Like, please take note. Like, what is that going to get you? Are you really going to feel good? Is that going to bring back your parents?
This is Batman Gotham City. You did this to my parents. You did this to... It's the same sob story or heart-ridden story of, like, you did this to my family, so I'm going to put vengeance on everybody. And really the naivety of, you think that everyone's doing this. Your little bad people team is doing this to avenge your family only.
Right.
Like, you're stupid. Like, they're gonna do what they wanted to do with this type of
Well,
power.
they're blinded by their own personal agenda,
That's
right?
true. She was very tunnel visioned, and then she realized, oh, it's getting real at the very end. And I
Right.
was like, girl,
When she's seeing the people die in front of her.
it's like, I knew you should have been a body shield. Like,
Oh
stop
my
it.
gosh. No, but I think it was there for a lesson.
Okay, don't try to avenge your people by hurting other people.
You can find happiness, having
Heal.
camaraderie and friendship with the right people.
Okay, so let's talk about the kings of the heart. Okay, so first of all, Miss Sophie Okonedo, don't come for me. Don't come for me. Look her up. Okay, Jamie, I love her. She's so versatile in this. First of all, with her being a leader role, but she usually plays more of the timid. She can play soft and a battered woman. And for her to be in a leadership role, I just loved seeing that versatility on her.
She owned it.
Yes, she did.
It gave that boss mom, don't even
Yes.
question me energy. It was powerful.
Yes,
Yeah.
I loved her. Glenn Close, Miss Cruella DeVille, Miss Fatal Attraction herself, and I kept looking at her and I was like, I know you. I don't know you familiarly, but I know you. You know, and I couldn't put my finger on it, and I didn't really want to go look her up. I was like, it's gonna come to me 2:00 in the morning, and it literally did right before we filmed. That's who she is.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and BD Wong, I love him from Law and Order. Do you watch
Yeah.
Law and Order?
It's been a minute, but yeah.
He's
I
always
just
a
thought it was
psychiatrist.
sad. I mean, his big moment was right before the entire building got taken out, which was overkill.
It was, but he went out like a straight soldier. He was like, "Yeah, I hear you," and
Yeah,
just
he knew it was
just
coming.
took him. Like, it's a trap.
That was kind of gangster.
But he's already said, like, I take full accountability of what happened, how we got here, because had I not given the order, we never would have had. What's his name? What's Christian's name? Jamie.
Jamie Dornan. Say it 3 times real fast.
We never would have had Jamie's character want his vengeance. Okay, so he took full responsibility. He was okay with dying. He didn't need to, but he was okay with it. Yeah. Okay, so that was having a room full of famous people. There's another king, King of Jacks, Mateus.
Wait, let me look at
Say
it.
no, don't you dare.
No, I'll say it.
He has like a German name.
Schweifgofer. I'm sorry.
Come for her. We just did a
I said
tutorial
it like 10 times in
trying
a row,
to
and
be
I thought I nailed it, but
PC.
now it's like I wasn't ready.
Mateus, look him up, okay?
Yeah,
Y'all got
okay.
Google just like we do. Stop
That
it.
was a setup, Nina.
Look, okay, so having a bunch of kings of this heart, first of all, the tech of what the heart is, like we said, Minority Report, and it being a fight over it looks like a very fragile piece of technology. So for it to be called the heart, everyone's surrounding it, you have all these kings of heart, and it being sensitive, it's kind of like a play on words of like the heart of stone type thing for the title. So that was my mini
Well,
layers.
it was like game cards, right? We had
Yes,
the club,
they played
so
the hearts. Yeah.
that was their code names because Agent Stone's was 9. I mean, so they tried to show us she was down there disobeying king level as a level 9, you know. But at the same time, it's called the heart because the heart is really fragile. You think
It
about
is.
The human
It's
heart
very
is
tough
fragile.
and very. It's dependent on for your survival, but also it's very fragile. I get that. Tender moment for me when Sophie, her character, I won't say, I don't even know. She's just King of Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so her name is King of Hearts. Her character. When she actually, they thought she was gonna die. Like the air was being sucked
Yeah.
out of the room.
Yeah.
And her answering the phone to Stone of like, I'm here, we're alive, because honey, they were dead. Okay, that was to me just the writers
the
were
energy
playing.
out of me
Look,
watching that scene. It was
I was like, oh no, we're past 5 minutes. They only had 5 minutes of air left. They're dead. This is 6-7 minutes going in, but then of course the ventilation starts going because you You can't kill everybody. You can kill the two teammates, okay, Bailey and Yang, but you can't
That
kill
was
the whole.
shocking.
Was it?
I was shocked.
I wish it was definitely a shock factor, and then this was like all
Because
you
usually
have
I
to
could see
do.
it coming, and all of a sudden, I was like, "Whoa!"
Had
It's
she
like that.
had she been obedient and just gone left out the window like they said, just go and escape. If they die, that's not your problem. That's not your team for real. You're undercover. Had she followed directions,
That trauma bonding.
none of the movie, honestly, none of the movie would have happened if she would have left. She would end up finding it. They would have ended up, she would have
Yeah.
solved her cases. It would have been over. But that was extra because it was like, they were my friends. Okay.
But they weren't supposed to be.
Exactly. So that is my take. What about the overall production for you? Was the action, we said tech was good. Anything leaving out?
Hold on. I was pulling up my notes real quick.
I think it was a good movie. I think it definitely served action sequences, sexy walk off with sparks flying.
Yeah, absolutely. It had a little bit of sultriness. It had the action. It had the surprise turns of plot. They had plot twists. It had a little bit of everything. And it had like the moral messages too in there, which I liked.
It did.
They kind of snuck that in.
Do your job.
Do your job.
Do the job that pays you, and no one gets hurt. I mean, yeah, it's pretty simple to me.
But then she wouldn't be stoned. See, she got promoted in the end.
Cause who else? You saved her life. I owe you. I can't fire you. Somebody, look, you saved your boss's life. You think you getting fired?
I mean,
you owe me. You owe what? And I'm gonna get my own team. And I'm gonna do what I want with it. Like what?
Listen, in spy movies, they'd be like, "Yeah, you saved my life, so we're gonna kick you out and not kill you." Like that's
Look,
what I'm like.
I will come for you in your sleep. She had no choice but to get promoted, and she's the person saying, "Stay in the van."
So would she have got the promotion if she followed all the rules?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know.
I think she would.
It was kind of like teetering over that line, like you got to watch out for the quiet ones.
She was an asset, and the King of Hearts, Sally saying, "I gotta protect my asset. I gotta, I'm watching out for my asset. Like you need to probably take a walk, take a break from this. Your cover's blown. She didn't get fired at the time, but it was like you kept going back and kept messing up. So the boss knew that she was an asset, but it was like you need to like chill out.
But can you control the asset? Anyway,
that's why she got her own team. That's why she had to save her life to be able to say, okay. Like,
I'm glad she broke the rules.
It needed to be done at the end.
They were gonna die anyway. Let's
I'm so done.
Die in the apartment. Okay.
Honey, we are closing out on that note. They needed to die anyway. You heard it here first from Ebony.
No,
that
they were going to die anyway.
That is Heart of Stone on Netflix. Go watch it for yourself. Tell us in the comments. And that has been Dialogue, honey.